Hey, ladies and gents, kiddies of all ages, it's Monday, so that means only one thing. The 2 cent, 2 cent, 2 cent review of last night's Walking Dead episode. So, man, I think if any doubts that people had of whether the show would survive after Rick's exit was totally erased last night. I think it was an outstanding episode. It was directed by Michael Cutlass, uh, Abraham himself, and man, I just really like this scary direction things are going. Uh, you know, so much happened last night. I'll probably forget some, but the whole obviously it started out uh, really scary with what happened to Eugene and them there last week, and Rosita, and showing her running through the woods, and hearing the whispers saying different things. That was like really freaky, man. Loved it, loved it. And spoiler warning too, by the way. So nobody, if you didn't see it, don't listen to me. But yeah, man, and you know, and the whole Jesus, and you mark my word, there's gonna be relationships start there with him, and God, I'm so horrible with names, but you know what I mean. God with no hand. God lost his arm. Uh, but yeah, then she sent up the flare, and they went and found him. And while that was going on, Michonne was taking the new people to Hilltop, and we found out in the midst of all that mess and everything that uh, from Jesus, and now that Maggie is no longer there. She went, her and the baby. Well, I guess he's a little kid now, but they went away to be with that. What's her name? Georgette or whatever. It has a helicopter. I'm just like horrible on names today. But yeah, man, they went with her. So if she comes back in the year, she comes back. That new show she's on, is successful. I doubt she'll be back, but they kind of rode her out like that. They went away to stay with her, and that was that. Jesus was kind of put in charge of Hilltop. I mean, I don't think he really wants it. So, and then they had part of the episode was Carol trying to talk Daryl to come and help her adopted son now, the prince, as they're calling him, help him with his new. He's going to try to be a blacksmith apprentice in Hilltop. She was trying to talk him. Daryl didn't want to go, but after a midnight rendezvous, I can't really figure out what was going on there, because there was a dog now named Dog, which is definitely, with the whole Western vibe going on, that is definitely a shout out to the old John Wayne movie. I believe it was Big Jake, where he had the dog, and the dog was called Dog. So, but anyway, Dog helps let him know when walkers are close, and apparently rips their limbs off of them and brings them to him. So that's interesting. But yeah, man, Daryl, I don't understand what's going on, because the dog was tied up, and so was a walker, and then there was all these other walkers coming out, and that whole thing that happened in the middle of the night. If you've seen the episode, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I don't quite understand why the dog was tied up. I mean, maybe he was trying to lure walkers in to kill them, but I don't understand why the walker was tied up. It was just weird. So not sure we really show what's going on there. Maybe I'm just being an idiot. I don't know. Could be very possible there for sure. But anyway, the prince there, he went and helped him get out of that situation, because the walkers were about getting him, because he was trying to untie the dog and everything. And So now somehow that made him change his mind next morning, so he went to Hilltop with Carol and him. Eugene, who was injured last week, is held up in a barn somewhere while the Whisperers are apparently closing in trying to find him. Really, I'm loving that this whole Whisperers storyline is coming into play. It's just going to be so awesome, I think. But so they ended up getting a search party together to go try to find Eugene. You know, that's kind of where they left off. I think it was Daryl and Jesus. Not sure who else went, but anyway, in the previews, you know, Eugene's all telling him this wasn't a normal herd. You know, they were talking, and it's just going to be cool to see how that play out. And then in the preview, the walkers were all coming, with with the Whispers mixed in. So it's going to be awesome. And Michonne wasn't going to go all the way with the new people, and then changed their mind because they had a real cool scene where this different herd attacked them, and when they were held up, well, they were like, you know, just held up for the night because they were resting for their travel to Hilltop. But yeah, man, they were there in the middle of the night. I can't remember the new guy's name, but the guy that was the music teacher, he's got his violin, and it was what they called a Stradivarius, which is what the episode was called. But he was trying to work on it in the middle of the night. Michonne heard something and thought he was somebody else, and she ended up going and used her sword and smashed the violin. So he was all upset about that. But he was talking about how important music is and that, and you know, she was like, "Well, I bought her," and he went on this big spiel about, you know, how the art's important. And it is important because, you know, things that give people joy, especially in a dire situation like a zombie apocalypse would be real important. You know what I'm saying? But they ended up getting them there safely after they battled a herd, and they wasn't going to give them their weapons, and then she gave them their weapons, and they helped her, get out of there and get on their way in their travels. But yeah, man, this whole Whisperer thing, it's just gonna rock. Loving the horror vibe, you know, loving the Western type vibe it's got going, and you know, and granted, you know, I know we all miss Rick and Maggie and, you know, Carl and that, but I have no doubts they're going to be able to do this without them. I rather enjoyed it, and I think it's only going to get better. I don't know if we're going to see any deaths in this mid-season finale as they take the break for the holidays and all that. I'm pretty sure they're probably just going to, you know, let things lie as they are. But yeah, because, you know, we just lost Rick and Maggie, and so, you know, there's not a lot of main characters, you know, left around right now. So if they do, it's going to be somebody insignificant. I hope they don't kill the dog. Good Lord. One episode and the animal around him already likes him. But so yeah, it's we'll see what happens. But beside that, not much going on. Just getting ready for Turkey Day this week. Gonna have awesome. I'm making a feast at my house. Have the whole family come there. My wife's family, my sister, and you know, my family, of course. And looking forward to that, yeah, as we do every year. Gonna be a nice one. Boys off starting Wednesday through next Monday, so get to spend a little extra more time with him, and hopefully you get to make a nice purchase on Black Friday from the comfort of my own home, because I don't ever go out and get the madness. If I go, it'll be like late at night, Friday night, just to see what's left over, because I look through the papers and I didn't really see anything I like. But anyway, that's it for my 2-cent review of Season 9, Episode 7 of The Walking Dead. I know I'm not exactly the best reviewer in the world, and I go from one thing to another and don't go chronologically, but I just try to keep it real and exciting, and I don't take any notes and do this pretty raw. So, hope you enjoy my 2 cents. If you got any other of your 2 cents, just leave it in the comments below. And if you're new, thanks for checking me out. And if you liked hearing what I'm saying and checked out some other videos, subscribe to me, please. I'm having a good time doing this. And if not, I'm sorry. But give me a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Everybody just says that. It's like all we all say. It's like, I know what to do, because everybody wants more subs. So, but yeah, man. Have a good one. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And don't forget, as I always say, do one real nice act of kindness this week for Thanksgiving week. Help make a difference in somebody's life, and do something real good that'll make them feel better about themselves. Because Lord knows there's people out there that need it. So, for more Ring Wars and The Walking Dead, Brett Tank Downey signing off. Peace. Keep rocking.